Iran war amid rising military tension and escalation in the Gulf region, the Embassy of India in Kuwait has issued a reassurance to the large Indian community there. The embassy stated that all consular services are continuing as usual with no disruptions reported. In fact, there are some more breaking news updates coming in. A Pakistani national has died after debris from an intercepted ballistic missile fell in Abu Dhabi's Bani Yas area. In a post on social media platform X, Abu Dhabi government media stated that Abu Dhabi authorities have responded to an incident involving falling debris in the Bani Yas area following the interception of a ballistic missile by air defenses. All right, I want to come to you now, Major Muhammad Ali Shah. War, of course, is now in its third week. There's still no ceasefire in sight. Where do you think the conflict is headed towards, especially after Trump had claimed they've almost won the war?
No, definitely, President Trump, America is not winning this war, that's for sure. They might make whatever tall claims or whatever. Iran has been destroyed, it's getting destroyed, there's no doubt about that. But by Iran getting destroyed, does America win the war? No, definitely not. What was Mr. President Donald Trump's intention? Perhaps his intention was change of regime, change of government, so that he put his own puppet government there. But that did not happen, sadly. So now Iran, though it's getting destroyed, but Iran says we will not give up. Imagine the new Supremo, Mustafa Khomeini, whose citizens, top leadership of the country, they've gone. His family members, father, mother, sister, wife, daughter, they've gone. But imagine the vengeance that entire nation would be having. They would not. So Donald Trump has got himself stuck very badly, where he does not know what next, where to head to. I think the only option which Donald Trump would be left with now would be join his hands and approach India. Approach our Prime Minister to call for a ceasefire. That's the only option that I see remaining. Otherwise, Donald Trump, see, Iran has got nothing to lose now. They've already lost what they had to lose. America has a lot to lose in this, a lot at stake. So who will be scared? A person who has a lot to lose. A person who has nothing to lose will not be scared, will say, come on, okay, I've already lost what I had to lose. Come on, let's see. So Iran is going to want to stretch this war as long as it can. Because the longer it goes, it will favor Iran. How? Because Iran has got a stockpile of missiles of over 10,000 missiles. America will run out of it. America has diverted its energy towards Ukraine. So Donald Trump has got himself stuck so badly, he does not know where to go, what to do, how to go about it. So definitely Iran is giving them a thrashing, in fact. Yes.
Ambassador Gauri Shankar Gupta, how degraded is Iran's missile arsenal now and the launchers that it has, its missile production and the command structures at this point?
Yes, it is true that Iran's stockpiles of missiles as well as drones has been degraded considerably. Their launchers have also been attacked in many cases, but they still have capacity to launch sporadic attack here and there, and that's what they are doing. Today they launched the attack on Iraq. There was a hotel which was on fire. Because of that, they launched some missiles on UAE and they were intercepted, and that is why one of the persons was killed due to the debris. They have also sent some drones to other Gulf countries, GCC countries. In fact, I was listening to Qatar's foreign minister yesterday, and he was telling that if Iran stops all these attacks, perhaps we can, think about opening the dialogue with them. So let us see, Iran has the capability still, and they are not, maybe they are degraded by 70-80%, but the remaining capability is good enough to have enough fear in the GCC states, because GCC states are dependent on their oil and other energy supplies through the Persian Gulf and then obviously the Strait of Hormuz. And that is what Iran is now controlling. Iran is controlling 20% of energy supply to the world. And that has actually, the price of oil has gone up to $130 per barrel today, which is, completely unexpected. It is almost 80-90% more than what the war started on 28th of February.
Yes.
So you can see the prices are going up even in US, which is a big oil producer. I was listening that the prices of retail petroleum products has gone up by 33%. So this is one of the major concerns, and none of the Trump's allies in Europe and elsewhere has come forward to defend Strait of Hormuz. They have made excuses and they don't want to come.
Yes.
So obviously, US is stuck in this big dilemma. They could not topple the government. The government remains. They were hoping that the government will be toppled and a friendly government will be established, which did not happen. And now they are not able to wipe out the entire offensive capability of Iran. Maybe some of these missiles and drones are hidden deep into the mountainous region, and they are able to take them out one by one. And the third point which they have done now is to control the Strait of Hormuz. And all these three are creating a lot of problem for Trump. His public opinion is going against him. The prices in US are going against him. The NATO allies are not supporting him. And I fully agree with Mr. Ali Shah that I think the only person who can actually do something is Prime Minister Modi, because he has good relations both with Iran and also with USA, Israel, and as well as all the GCC states. And we have a stake in all these countries, and therefore I think India can play a very critical role in bringing back the dialogue process and abandoning this useless and destructive war which is going on for the last 18 days.
All right, sure. In fact, some more updates now. Viewers, Qatar's Ministry of Defense has confirmed that its armed forces successfully intercepted a missile attack targeting the country. The interception prevented any direct impact from the projectile. However, according to the Ministry of the Interior, falling debris from the downed missile sparked a fire in the industrial zone in Doha. Civil defense teams responded swiftly, and the authorities report no injuries or casualties from the incident. Okay. Mohammad Ali Shah, can crude hit $200 mark at this point in time? And do you think the retaliation and the response that has been given to the United States and Israel is a lesson that Trump should take?
See, I don't think President Donald Trump is going to take any lessons. In fact, he is too arrogant about it. He's too self-obsessed about it. So yes, it should be a lesson that he should take, no doubt about that. You said it very correctly. But Donald Trump, knowing the kind of personality that he has, I don't think he's going to take any lesson from it, unfortunately. So yes, who's going to bear the brunt ultimately of the war? The common citizen of various other countries as well, who have nothing to do with the war. Why? Because the oil prices are definitely going to go up. Already people are feeling the heat of LPG. We are very lucky, we are very fortunate that our Shivalik touched Indian shores. One more ship is so India has it's a diplomatic victory, I would call it. But yes, of course, Donald Trump should realize it. He should bear the brunt. And I think when Donald Trump says that he's going to put boots on ground, well, if that is the case, USS Abraham Lincoln should not have left from there. It went and came back to get redeployed. If he sends boots on ground, I can tell you one thing for sure as a soldier. The terrain of Iran, the geography is such, it's like a bowl. It's surrounded by rugged mountain peaks. If he sends boots on ground, there is definitely going to be a regime change. I don't deny that. But not of Iran, of America. Because then the opposition in America will tell Donald Trump that why did you get our soldiers killed? What for? After 20 years of being in Afghanistan, after fighting with Taliban, They left Afghanistan. Body bags were coming home and they didn't have the endurance to take any more body bags. A few more days. Both the parties will get so tired, they will not know what to do, where to do next. Both the parties. I'm talking about Iran, Israel, and America put together. Then it's only a question of stamina. Stamina as in who has the capability of buying more casualties? Does America have that? No. Israel have? Definitely no. Iran? Yes. Iran will, they have a tradition of martyrdom. Iran will say, okay, come on. You have destroyed our country. You have killed our leadership. You have killed our supremo. Come on, let's see. We have nothing to lose. Come on, let's see. And Iran is going to probably drag it. But then, instead of Hormuz would be affected, obviously. Now, who is responsible for it? Donald Trump, who is creating the wars around the world, in fact. And in fact, so the common man in some other country sitting away will bear the brunt of it. Not the poor people will bear the brunt of it. When there is no, in the pandemic we saw, people were hoarding oxygen cylinders. We were hoarding. People have begun to hoard now gas. They're hoarding. And our Prime Minister called out rightly. He said, I would urge people not to create panic, not to spread rumors, not to create that panic. Everybody will be looked after. Everybody. Ultimately, God helps those who help themselves. We knew there was a war on as individuals. We knew we should have made our own alternate arrangements instead of sitting and relying, oh, the government will look after us. Of course, it will look after everyone, but then what are we doing as individuals? We have to see that as well. So most certainly Donald Trump is not going to buy any lesson. He's not going to take any lesson. He will repeat the same mistake again. America has done military action in over 100 countries so far. In 1953, they did the same thing in Iran, where the CIA, they tried to topple the government because they wanted to strengthen the Shah of Iran. In 1974 in Guatemala, they did the same thing. In Chile in 1973, in 2001, which I was talking about, in Afghanistan, in 2003, they